Hello students, today we are going to continue with second part of chapter number 3, that is properties of water. So let's start with properties of water. Let's recall what are the states in which water is found. Water occurs in 3 states: liquid as in plain water, solid as in ice, and gaseous as in water vapor. What inference will you draw from the picture alongside? First, if you look at the picture of a balloon, water is flowing through the holes of a balloon. As water is a fluid substance, it can pass through small holes or gaps very easily. When we apply pressure on balloon, water flows forcefully through holes. It shows that if we put pressure on water, it reacts accordingly. If you see this picture, the water from the top container flows through pipe to the container which is on the ground. It shows that water has tendency to flow from higher potential to lower potential. Water occurs in liquid state under ordinary conditions. Water is a fluid substance. Water does not have its own shape but has a volume. Volume means the amount of space that a substance or object occupies, or that is enclosed within a container. Volume of water can be measured in liter, milliliter, or gallon. It can pass through small holes or seep through very small gaps or cracks. On pouring water in an oil-cladded dish, water does not spread but forms small round drops. Why does this happen? The water drops fallen on the oily plate is spherical in shape. The water molecules attract each other, but they do not have affinity for oil droplets. Therefore, oil and water do not mix with each other. Due to their immiscibility, immiscibility means incapable of being mixed to form a homogeneous substance. On pouring water in an oil-cladded dish, water does not spread but forms small round shape. Let's see an activity. Take a plastic bottle more than half full of water. Mark the water level on the bottle. Keep this bottle upright in the freezer for making ice. Open the freezer after a couple of hours and observe. You will see that the water has changed into ice. Freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Note the level of the ice. You will find that the ice level is higher than the water level before freezing. What can you infer from this? As water freezes to form ice, it expands and its volume increases. Let's see two more activities. First activity is take a bucket of water, drop many different kinds of articles in it, make separate list of the articles which sink in the water and those that float on it. You will observe that the things which are lighter in weight are floating and the things which are greater in weight sink in water. Second activity is take some water in a pot and add a few pieces of ice to it. Observe what happens. We see that the ice floats on the water. Now, why do we see the ice floats on water? Ice is lighter than water. When water freezes to form ice, it becomes lighter than the original liquid. When water freezes, that is, when it transforms into the solid state, its volume increases. Therefore, the density of ice is less than that of water. That is why the ice floats on water. Now let's see density of water. The interrelation between the volume and mass of a substance. The space occupied by a substance is its volume. And what is mass? The store of matter in a substance is its mass. Now, how can we find out density of water? To find out density of water, we have to use the formula of density is equal to mass upon volume. With the help of mass and volume, we can find out density of water. Mass is measured in grams and volume in cubic centimeter. Hence, density is equal to mass in grams and volume in cubic centimeter. Hence, grams per cubic centimeter is the unit of density. If the mass of 1 liter of water is 1 kilogram, then what is the density of water? 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. 1 liter is equal to 1000 cubic centimeter. Therefore, if the water's mass is 1 kilogram, then its density will be 1 gram per cubic centimeter. Will the mass of water change when its state changes during the transformation of liquid water into ice? No. The mass will remain the same, but density increases a bit. When the water changes its state during the transformation of liquid water into ice, the mass of water remains constant. The mass of any substance is the same when it changes from liquid to gas or solid. Anomalous behavior of water. It is one of the most important property of water. Usually, when the temperature of a substance is lowered, its density increases as the volume decreases. But water is an exception to this rule. Let's see an activity. Keep a glass full of water in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes. Then take it out and observe it carefully. From which part in the glass does the water first start freezing? If you will observe it carefully, the water starts freezing from top to bottom. The density of water is peculiar. It means density of water is different to what is normal or expected. When water at normal temperature starts cooling, its density increases like that of most liquids. However, if its temperature falls below 40 degrees Celsius, its density starts decreasing. This means that the density of water is maximum at 40 degrees Celsius. If the temperature of water is lowered below 40 degrees Celsius, its density decreases and volume increases. It means that water expands when the temperature falls below 40 degrees Celsius. This is called the anomalous behavior of water. Use your brain power. In cold countries, how do aquatic animals remain alive even after the rivers or lakes freeze in winter? Due to anomalous behavior of water, in cold countries, water changes to ice. Due to cold weather, its volume increases and density decreases. So, ice floats on water. Ice is a bad conductor of heat. so it doesn't allow heat to go inside. So the water below ice remains as it is. So aquatic animals remain alive even after the river or lakes freeze in winter. Let's see an activity. Take 2 big glasses of water, add 4 to 5 spoonfuls of salt to the water in one glass and dissolve it completely. Now place a potato in the water in the second glass. The potato will sink. Take out the potato from that glass and put it in the salt water and observe. The density of water in that glass is greater due to the dissolved salt. The potato floats in that water because of the increased density. Why it is easier to swim in the sea than in a whale or a lake? It is because seawater contains more amount of salt as compared to river or fresh water. As a result, its density increases and hence it is easier to swim in seawater. In the above activity, the salt dissolves in the water. It disappears. What happens when it disappears like this? When the salt dissolves in water, its particles spread in water. Slowly they become smaller and smaller. Ultimately, they become so smaller that they cannot be seen. That is, they mix completely with water. This is what is called dissolving. Solute. Solute means the substance that dissolves. For example, in above activity, salt is solute. Solvent. Solvent is the substance in which the solute dissolves. For example, in above activity, water is a solvent. And solution. Solution is what we get when the solute dissolves in the solvent. Is called solution. Uses of water according to its properties. Water is useful for water transport due to its fluidity. Water falling down from a height is used to generate electricity with the help of a generator. Water is a good coolant and is used in motor vehicles to control the temperature of the engine. Many substances are soluble in water. Water is a universal solvent. Water is used as a solvent in factories, laboratories, foodstuffs, and in various types of biological processes occurring in the body such as digestion, excretion, etc. Water is useful for cleaning purposes such as for bathing, washing clothes, etc. So students, I hope you all understood properties of water. Soon we will meet with the third and last part of this chapter, that is properties of soil. Thank you for watching this video.